All right, folks, this is the 64th IWAR Gold Strategy Workshop. Michael Cook is our strategy guru. I'm your host, Matt Riley, and I have a wonderfully terrible voice because of the cold I have right now. Not a fourth time of COVID, thankfully, but there's always tomorrow. So this cycle of gold is going to be the September cycle, 2023. Whew, we have quite a lot of options here.
Yeah,
So
it's
might be
thinned
a
out
short
more than
show.
usual.
And
Yeah.
so what's it looking
All
like?
right. We will start at the back,
All right.
make it easy there.
Our horrible back end.
What we do know is it's the cycle where hold 90 is not a 45. So instantly we go from 16 backs to 8 because that is the only 44 option.
Right.
Yeah, just so you can see what that looks like. Here's the 8. So you will not use hold 73. You will hold 90 only as your 44. So we know on the back we're going to use 61, 65, and 90.
Easy enough.
And then we have to make decisions on do we like 83 or 63? And do we like a 42 or a 41? And to make that part easy, it'll be the same thing I keep repeating. Go with the 42s right now until they miss, and just accept it if you do miss. Um, if you're one of those people that just like to be safe and have decent strats, you can still use the 41s, and you know you're going to get a 43 or a 42.
But of those
But
42s, we have the dirty 62 and the horrible 66.
yep, they're not pretty, but
Thanks, Johnny B.
when it's been well, let me look. What are
I
we
hope
up
you all
to?
enjoy your Labor Day
6,
day off.
12, 13, 14, 15. We're on 15 in a row, and as we know from the past few occurrences in the past year or so, it easily gets up to 20 plus. So, yep, go with the 42 unless you're just want to be contrarian and go with the 41. But
All right.
go with the 42.
That's easy.
So if you go with a 42 and you know hold 90 is here.
Sorry, I don't know if you hear those planes flying overhead.
I don't hear it.
Okay, good. Been like low night for planes around here. All right.
So 4 options on the back. Pick one of the 43s, one of the 42s, 4 backs.
What if it's a 40? That way he's like, you're not tough.
And
I'll show
they
you.
will they'll get emails. You know what happens then.
Oh, the rage quitting on the Facebook page would be hysterical.
Yeah.
I'm not playing again. What? Diamonds tomorrow? All right, I'll be back when dime, but next time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 4 backs. That's
So,
pretty.
yeah. And we'll go over the fronts in a minute, but just as a quick update, there's 9 fronts, what we're going over, and 4 backs now. So there's already just 36 options, and we're, a minute in?
Yeah.
Interesting cycle that should do well, but that's usually a setup for failure.
Mm-hmm. Well,
All right. So we'll go over these real quick. And what makes this so low? The backs, being able to actually lock in 42s and having the 90, that helps. But on the front, you'll see between last cycle's gold, 2 cycles ago, iron, and steel, they each knocked out a full set of 4.
yeah.
And in addition, we had hole 25 knock out a couple more. So we cleared out the front with just our initial obvious removals to get us down to 9. Going over what's left, I don't think we'll see 26s or 27s. Already been wrong about that once. but yeah, we've already had two 26s. It would be a first time if we get to 3. So definitely don't use 26s. We'll put already happened twice.
Now, has it
And it's
happened?
really unlikely that we'll see 27s
Not in
based on what we
gold,
know.
not in gold, but has that happened in other feds?
That one double drop has happened 3 times.
Yeah,
Mm,
just saying.
yes, here it
Okay.
is. Iron and steel, this would be, let's see, 23, 22, 21. Yep. So 2 years ago, it happened in 2 feds.
Okay. Not just not
Kind of, kind
completely
of a
unrealistic.
weird year. Gold that year had 28, 27 happen 5 times. That's the only 5 time that's happened in the past. Oh, there's one. So that's only happened 3 times in 5 years. So a couple of things can happen, but at that rate, just assume it's not going to happen, and you'll be better off. So I would not use the 26s for those reasons. And I'll leave 27s on here, but I would probably not use it. I just feel like you're likely to miss pretty bad if you go for one of those. We don't want to do that. Nobody likes a 485. So if we take away just the 2 double drops, that takes us down to 7 and 4 for 28 total strats. We'll next look at our greens, which we always know are the 2 cycles ago 25s. That's 1 and 59. And if we look at that table, we've had a nice stretch of 3 in a row. So happy to see that. Based on what we've seen recently, though, we saw a 3 here, we saw 4, we saw 6. Um, think you're okay going for another one, but I would expect in the next cycle or 2 that we're going to be missing on this. Could be this one, could be next, could even be the one after that. Knowing those odds, probably still better to take it than not. But nothing's guaranteed there at this point. We got our 3, so we're going to be wrong soon. But again, if you're right 3 out of 4 cycles, that works.
All right.
I would take that all the time. So make that decision, and you'd be down to 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you cross out 27s, yeah, you got 4 left at the top here. Uh, Going over each of these. 29, 27 happened 4 cycles ago. That was the classic as we circle back to people being upset. That's what caused it. It was the start of it. It was the first of 3 that hit. Could see another one, but I'm not too interested in taking it. Uh, Probably going to be a bad idea, but I feel like we're getting to the point where 28s look really good to us. They hit the criteria here.
Right.
We're going on to the 30th cycle. Um, just got to have one sometime soon. Could still be wrong. It could be in December when we see it, and we just make a mistake. The few times that it circles in and looks right, but uh, nobody would feel bad if it hit. I don't think
No,
it's
I think if 28's hit, it would be one
it's
of the
here. I'd
better.
like to be, yeah. It'd be nice to get it out of the way soon, just so it's not sitting here tempting. But yeah, odds are I'm going to have it on at least 2 of my wrestlers. But I just feel bad to miss it at this point. It just feels like it's lining up to start
It's
to
rounding
be kind
rounding
of
third
chaos.
base, right?
Yeah,
We do have questions today too, so I can get those
so we
for
do.
you. Right.
Okay. We'll go over the last little one here, and then we're actually done with this. Like I said, it's a quick cycle. There's not much.
Right.
2826 is the other one, and it's been 10 cycles. So two of the three that we're really looking at haven't happened in a while. Um, that's why I kind of like those two. I also like those two because they have the 28s overlapping, so better chance of being just half wrong if you line these up together.
Right.
So your worst strat still would kind of be middle ground. So yeah, I think I'm going to lean into 28s and some of the 28 26s with my four backs. So
I'm gonna go 24s.
maybe
Just
pick two
shit up.
fronts, each 24s.
24s and 40s. They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, that's it though. Easy cycle, or
No,
it should be.
it is again. It's just it's less options, but then you can refine your scoring and try to really hit one out of the park, as
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to do. I'm going to try not to pick the wrong one. That's well done. So questions this cycle was first one. Darren says, even with a 42 a lock, the back is going to be a gong show. And I think really, if you only have four combos, right?
Yeah. The tricky part is the 14-15 this cycle because when you get to use 90 and eliminate half, you have less predictability about what's going to be 14 and 15.
No, I can see that.
So you will see probably more than average 501s, but you will see less perfect 501s on the back end.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going
And
for my
this cycle
ninth 501.
specifically, yeah, you see, still was reversed. Gold was the normal one too. So I prefer to kind of stick to the 1-2. It's a little more common. If
Mm-hmm.
you kind of scan through here, you see you will have some, and it's unfortunate when you miss on the back and you do great on the front. But uh, yeah, that's a little tougher on these cycles, but it's the trade-off.
Uh,
Get less options with a little more risk at the end.
from the home office in Willowick, Ohio, Johnny B asks, now Dan H asks, what are the chances 25 goes to a 28 and 90 goes to a 43?
90 to 43 would be near zero.
Okay.
I think it happened. I'll show you when it happened. Well, this was the inverse, but the last time we had two cycles in a row in gold that didn't have a 45 within the two would have been here, and this would have been 50 cycles ago. It happened. Uh, so yeah, I wouldn't worry about 90 doing anything but go to 45.
All right. And then a question here says, of course, tag should be a turkey shoot because everyone is still trying to win it. If they go 28 combo, it's not going to be pretty.
Wait, circle back to Dan had a second part there, right?
Oh, but 90 going to 43. And then it said,
He had 25 to 28.
yes. Yeah, that was the other part. And 25 just went to 28, right? It was just there like 2 cycles ago.
Yeah, 25 to 28. So there's not a lot to base this on, except the few things we've seen so far this cycle. And if we look at those two, we see we actually hit a 30, and we actually did not hear, right? Let me look at, yeah. So this went 4 cycles now without it. If you look over in Diamond, they've got 3, so it's a question mark.
So it's
Gold is only at 3, so I don't know the answer to that because there's nothing to base it on. This is
Mhm.
completely new, and they do this every few years where there's slight changes, and we're in that part where you're still guessing. You don't have much data to actually base an educated decision on.
It says, is this the new normal, or is the
That,
precedent,
yeah,
you know,
something will be the new normal out of it. Maybe it's that it just has less 30s mixed in. It's more 28, 29. The thing is, we know that we're still using it no matter what.
right?
Like it's still a whole value that you're going to use. It's just messing with the multis a lot.
Did you see this here? It says, I have a Michael Cook question. What are the closest you have done to a true perfect point flow, front and back? Have you
I
ever?
got 12 once, 12 out of 15. I had,
Oh,
I think it was a 29, a 28, and 27 kind of mixed in the wrong places. Like, the 27 was here, the 29 here, and the.
I had a perfect point flow once with U.S. Mail in the NWL when I was making just kind of like I threw a strat together real quick, didn't think about the numbers really, and he actually had perfect. And I have a policy of not challenging with NWL guys,
Hmm.
so that was great.
That strat, though, did have. It had a perfect back and it had 26, 26, 27, 28.
Oh,
So it was a great strat. Unfortunately, though, it was in a number one of a league, and I won nothing.
uh,
So what would have been, it would have easily been national. Yeah, I didn't even get a regional in the league out of it. I hate cycle ones for that reason.
uh, alleged strat share wants to know what do I do if my best friend goes into a coma and I may have to figure out what to do with strats by myself. Watch the workshop.
Get it, get a new friend.
That's right. There you go. Oh man, this has nothing to do with the thing. I just wanted to share this. The CM Punk soft, ultra soft. Man, that's the thing too. CM Punk hasn't come in and punched either of us, so we're okay. I think.
It's
I
still a
think
few
we
minutes
should.
left.
Yeah, it's still time of this show. I think we both been banned from Collision now. Uh
Yeah, I went 2 weeks ago, so I'm not allowed back.
that guy in the IWAR shirt, get him out of here. Um, no, so I think we're looking at a pretty I don't want to say simple, but a reduced option, so it makes it easier. I guess at least to mull over 10 different options. It's
Hmm.
fewer options, but again, you can kind of play around with that back end and see what you can do. And who hasn't been there?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I think we're pretty good. Anything else you can think of?
No, just to talk about multis for a minute, because I think that's where he's more worried about 28 or
Yep.
25 going to 28. Um, yeah, you'll look back at the last 3 cycles when all this happened, and you see what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times that a 29 did not go to 30.
Hmm.
And then if you look at the cycles before that, it was much less common. So I think you really have to start looking at combos of 28 to, you know, whatever 25s are. So what was it right now? Did we say? Was it 29?
Sorry.
Yeah, it was the 28. It was the 28 that went to 29. So is it 29 right now? So there's just as good of a chance that it'll be here or here. Um, the good news is that if it's at 28 again, you can probably play 30, 25 in here. And so you'll still have the same number of options to go over. Uh, but no, they've definitely improved on making multis a challenge with this.
Hmm.
One simple move, but it basically doubles what you have. Can't lock in a hold anymore. So long term, I think it's fun for that reason.
Bastards.
Yeah, no, we'll see what happens in multis for that reason.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, pretty happy with the front options here being so low.
All right. Well, I will.
I think that's it.
If we're pretty wrapped up, let's add that. Well, we have a bunch of our fall events getting ready to start getting going soon. So if you want in on those, I would drop me a line. We are getting closer to actually making the How to Win in the IWA Workshop version 2 happen. We're fleshing that out. So that's going to be happening soon. And I think the idea is that you can watch that for like 10, 15 minutes and then, be able to get a better idea of what these are when we do these shows. Because some people are like, I watched it and I didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, all right, we'll see what we can do. But oh, we were talking earlier about adding some more prizes in the BWL. Get that switched up. I think that'll be really fun.
Yep.
And yeah, just lots going on. This cycle in the BRL is the determining cycle for the Autumn Anarchy pay-per-view. So this cycle's got some big matches involved. But yeah, we got the IWAR is now 4 leagues and the NWL, so a lot of action going on. So hope people check them out. I know we were a little slower last cycle, so it should be more competition this time. See who bounces back and who stays inactive. But
4 or 5?
well, there's 4 non-rookie leagues. NWL kind of stands
Counting the so BRL, IWL, WTL.
Yep.
I thought
And
CWL as well, right?
yeah.
You don't count the BWL?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I was just making sure.
I'm not tired. You're tired. Cat.
They belong. You can't kick them out yet.
Yeah. I'll show you. Yeah, we've got a lot going on. That pay-per-view is, I think, 2 more cycles away, so we're getting closer. But we'll get there. So as always, if you have questions, suggestions, ideas, comment below, subscribe. And I'm trying something new where hopefully at the end of the video, the little window will pop up. One will say subscribe, and one will have a link to the multi-man special. So that's always going to be a little option. Just go to that. That's kind of a standalone. And eventually I might actually have both that and the new How to Win pop up. So you can kind of like.
I don't know how well that multi-man helps with what we just said about what Hold 25 is doing. It does knock out a lot of what we said then.
Hey,
So.
it's all right. We'll see what happens. I think 25 goes to 30 this cycle, but that's my strategy plan there. We'll see what happens. They can't do it to me again, can they? Johnny B. So.
Oh, they can. And they will.
Is that gold?
This is gold. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I was looking at the others. But
yeah. So.
It'll just go 27, actually.
26. Just I want the rage quitters loading up. That's it, Ken. I'm so angry I couldn't enjoy Labor Day.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to do on Labor Day.
I'm working, so it won't matter. But we know who's not working. The IWA. Enjoy your day off. Although I bet you we'll still have somebody posting. I just got to confirm at 1 in. There have been some late night IWA replies, like confirms, like 1:30 in the morning. Like I just pictured trying to be like, all right, Kim, you're not leaving till these are done.
But then I've gotten some at like 7:15 in the morning as well. Like,
yeah,
it's random.
Burning
Can't predict it.
The midnight oil. All right. Well, thanks again for watching. Mike and I'll be back in about 3 weeks to do this again. So hopefully we'll have one of these to talk about. All right. Thanks, guys. Oh,
I was looking where my belts were.
Oh.
There's a couple around here. There's one up there.
Yes, I can see the one up top there. Is that a WWE replica one, or is that one of the IWAs?
That's an IWA one
Oh,
and a WWE replica. So one of each.
there you go. And is that a Road Warrior poster to your right?
It's a Kiss poster.
Okay, it's poster.
Yeah.
Ah, hit all themes. All right. Well, thank you, and we'll be back in 3 weeks. Cross fingers. Awkward pause. I think you have to end sharing for me to record to stop recording.
Uh,
Uh, uh.
that's weird. It says new share. I don't know why it says new.
Oh, here we go. I got it.
Let's try this. Now's it working? All right.
Now it works. So,
All right.
all right, man. Thanks a lot.
No problem.